Ugh, video. Alright, this horrible person, really, this Hythloday son of a bitch. Truly, son of a bitch. Already has half of what he deserves, which is a life he wished to end, which is totally appropriate, because he's scum. Stupid scum. Well, anyway, he keeps just digging into, all this personal crap. So, don't take my arguments for what they are. Instead, keep fucking attacking in this personal matter. Just keep, implying something. So if I don't provide every single detail, then you're just going to sit there with this minutia and examine my personal life, which really isn't the subject of any of these videos. And it's just such an obnoxious tactic, and it incites these idiots who want to claim I'm working illegally, that all this speculation about my life, and maybe the quote him having 40 skeletons in his backyard as well, and maybe he should call the police. I've seen some of these videos. So this is the kind of shit you're inciting, is people who wish to get into other people's personal business, and it's just disgusting. And you have no reason to do any of this crap because of what you think, because you have a question, which I don't think there's anything to question if you really did pay attention to the videos. I mean, I didn't say I euthanized 40 cats and they're in my backyard. I've already explained why there's 40 cats in my backyard. And I'll explain it again this one last time, and that'll be it. But I mean, this is just such obnoxious bullshit. You fucking petty, stupid cunt.
I don't. There are 40 cats and none of them have been female?
I never made that statement. Lots of them were females. They were fixed females. Because I lived next door to a woman who had 40 cats at one time. At one time she had 40 cats living in her, around her house. Okay? She was one of those people. And I have 20-year-old video of me and the neighbor actually going in her house when she wasn't home, and the other neighbors too, just for a record. But I mean, we couldn't even stay in the house to film the house full of cats because the odor was so obnoxious. You could not take a breath. It was so bad. There was shit everywhere, piss everywhere, just horrible, awful. And at its worst. And yeah, and I had to deal with that. And those cats, when something happened, I'd have to deal with it. I once pulled an owl talon out of the neck of one of her cats because it had a persistent infection. So yeah, I was vet because she couldn't afford a vet. And so when the cats finally died, and most of them naturally in some horrid way, a couple of them did make a trip to the vet, and then I buried them. None of them were my cats. None of them. Except for the first one. One cat was technically mine, but it wasn't my cat in the sense that it was somebody else's cat who they couldn't take care of, and I got stuck with it. But none of them are my cats. None of them I said, oh, I just can't wait to have a cat. No, none of that ever happened. So, so yes, there were fixed females. She had one cat that wasn't fixed that she kept locked in the house. And it was stupid because it still did have kittens twice, but they were always inbred because it was the sons of previous, whatever. So the kittens didn't thrive. And it really was quite horrible. But anyway, so I gained nothing from the experience except having to endure a lot of disgusting things, having to do stuff I didn't enjoy doing, trying to medicate or rub ointments and do this and do that, clean ears and do all this stuff on cats that didn't want anything to do with that. And I buried them when they died. So what's there to understand here? Why is this so wrapped in a mystery that you have to keep poking and prodding to have some proof or evidence? Do I actually want me to show the video? I think it's kind of rude to do that, so I'm not going to do that. But I can show you the cats, and I can point to them, and I can tell you what their names were. Most of them I remember. And I'll tell you their whole tragic life story. You fucking cunt. And I can certainly do that with the cats that have shown up here. So these idiots are just, you know, this is what people are so fucking stupid. So this asshole keeps citing the law. The law, the law. You know, what he's doing to cats is illegal in New Jersey and many other states. So he thinks it's cruelty to have a cat humanely put to sleep. So when I found a vet that would agree to put the feral cats to sleep, he says this is what that vet should go to jail. Because you can't kill a healthy cat. Yet shelters do it every day. Because, yes, they're healthy, but they're unserviceable. Nobody wants a cat that hates their guts. Nobody wants to adopt a cat that's going to run out the door and never come home again. You know, that would be stupid. And so, like I said, this is what they do. They sit there and say, I'm going to sick the law on you. Well, know what statute you can easily find? It's the local statute against feeding cats. So why don't you get me summoned for feeding cats? Because it's against the law. So if you're such a big law enforcement person and you think I'm being cruel by feeding cats, you know, that aren't my cats, then they're not. They're not my cats. They showed up here and I gave them food. Now they'll die for certain, okay? Because it's unlike this myth of feral cats. A feral cat can't live here in the winter. It's impossible to survive. 10 inches of snow, there's no dumpsters anywhere, there's no free lunch anywhere. Everybody here has nice sealed garbage cans. There's nothing. They're going to die. There's no feral cats living here. These are feral cats in the sense that they've only been loose for a while. They're rejects from some other place that have gotten here. And but they'd never survive the winter. That's why there are no females, is because there's no way for them to survive to create generations of feral cats or any of that. There's no feral cat population being produced by the woods. That isn't happening. These are all just rejected somebody else's cats. These are cats that people got and didn't want to keep. Like the kitten, one of the cats that the cat lady had was one I found, sitting on a rock in the middle of a stream. Little kitten, this big, and just sitting on a rock in the middle of a stream. Now how the fuck do you think it got there? Naturally? That's where cats are born, on rocks in the middle of a stream. I mean, fuck you people so fucking hard until so fucking dead. You're just disgusting scum. So again, please, go ahead, sick the law on me, get me summons for feeding cats, and I won't have to do it anymore, and my life will be so much fucking better. I won't have the expense, and I won't have the daily chore, and I won't have the fucking worry, and I won't have to care for them, and I won't have to make housing for them, and I won't have to do any of that shit anymore. I won't have to worry about the politics and feed them in all different dishes in different places. I won't have to do any of that shit anymore. So my life will be so much the fuck better, asshole. And these cats that are here will be put to sleep. Sure as soon as they summons me, I call the animal, whatever it's called here, which is another, where they just pay a private organization take care of it, some kind of like, whatever, saint something or other, and they'll kill them. So you'll get what you want, right? You're the one who wants to kill these cats unnecessarily. You're the fucking sadistic lunatics. You fucking pro-life lunatics. So go ahead, sick the law on me. Go ahead, do it, fuckhead. And get what you want, which is the cats dead and me liberated from the burdens. And again, I have paid vets to have cats that aren't my cats put to sleep humanely. My money. And again, every day, 2 cans of food, 3 cans of food, every day, plus dry food. It costs more to feed the cats than it costs to feed me, you cunts. So go ahead. Go ahead and sick the law on me, you bastards. Go ahead. So fuck Hythloday, fuck his viewers, fuck his commenters, just fuck you till fucking goddamn more irrelevant than you are now, okay? This is it. My last reply to you, you fucking useless sack of fat shit. Just go fucking get exactly some more of what you deserve.
Yeah, like we're buying that.
We're buying what? Again, I had already explained this in Stickham. I've explained it in videos before. That they weren't my cats, that there was a person that had way too many cats living next door, and that I ended up having to clean up the mess that caused. Because not for any other reason than because I was concerned for the welfare of the cats. No other reason.
Unless I've missed something, you don't...
Yeah, you've missed the whole fucking thing. You have no reason for this idiotic, moronic speculation. None.
You don't have regular work, and in the past you've spoken about that you receive benefits.
Yes, and I've spoken before that I have lots of goodwill in the world. I'm a really nice person, and frankly, if tomorrow I went out to the people that I've been nice to through my whole fucking life and said, can I borrow $1,000, they would lend it to me in an instant, asshole. I've been very, very good to the world, fuckhead, unlike you. I have lots of people that I've never asked anything from, and I've only been generous. So yeah, when the rubber hit the road or so, or I get arrested or I'm thrown in jail, there's lots of people I can call that might help. Because they'll be worried for me. Yeah, because I'm not a fucking scummy asshole like you.
Your anxiety disorder.
Yeah, another piece of shit that's none of your fucking business, you fucking fake Aspergers. I have fake Aspergers and therefore I can't do anything anymore because I'm too smart. I'm too smart to do anything. Yeah, I can mock your fucking shit too, you fucking retard. Why don't you go on disability because you can't keep your glasses on your fucking fat head? Well, anyway, enough of this crap. I'm just not gonna... no more. Fuck you, you scum. Anyway. So the subject is these people who think you're doing animals a favor, alright, by just ignoring the surplus. So Piro's most recent video, another guy, I'm just not going to bother watching his videos. Fuck it. Just fuck it. Couldn't even get through it with such a stupid video anyway. I mean, he's full retard. But he says, oh, everybody should have a pet. He was talking about how wonderful his little dog is. And so again, just he keeps ignoring consequences. Oh, illegal aliens are wonderful. Yes, more foreigners. Yes, yes, more immigrants. And just ignores the practical, real implications of that. So yes, there's 2 million feral cats in New Jersey. And they're all pretending they're all living in some cat community somewhere where, what? People are feeding them usually illegally. So people are illegally feeding the cats for them to be in a community. There's no cat communities. You know, the truth of the matter is, cats don't like being in herds, okay? They like being in prides maybe, but not herds, okay? Males don't like males, even when they're fixed. It's just the truth. And the reason why they're hanging out in a community is because they provide shelter for the cats and food for the cats. And that's why they're there. And they wouldn't be there if they weren't providing the food. So this is all just some kind of lie that these cats have this great life on the, you know, being thrown back into the wilderness, you know, without their parts, ill-equipped to really fight. So as soon as an alpha male with real nuts shows up, you know, they're all going to take off. They're all going to run and hide, and you know, he'll do his thing with whatever bitches are available. And that's how it works. It's just an insidiously stupid way to take care of a problem. It's a disgusting liability that is the consequence of this whole idea of pet ownership. And even if you own a pet, you should just be able to admit, just like with vegetarianism or anything else, It's just time for humanity to move on, and that this can't be done. If you can't do it right, don't do it. And obviously pet ownership is not being done right because a bunch of animals are being left to cruelty of cruel owners, cruel breeders, and the neglect that ends up with 2 million feral cats in New Jersey. And you assholes have to take responsibility for that. You can't advocate for something and then just not clean up the mess it creates. And this Piro just talks about how wonderful it is because, yeah, I got my dog and he's my guy and he's my kind of dog and everything worked out just fine. And he's not paying any attention to for him to have the right to do that. You end up giving some asshole the right to shove the dog out the back seat of the car when they're sick of him, or they're moving, or some other problem, and they just abandon these animals. And that's a fact, and he's not cleaning it up. Just don't take any responsibility for the consequences of what you defend and advocate for. It's just like pretending that war is all good because we're just going to pay attention to the survivors that come back and look how proud they are and happy they are, and look, they got all kinds of shiny badges and shit. And we'll just ignore the dead people. We'll just ignore the destruction and the mayhem that's the fucking consequence of that nonsense. So it's just irresponsible, fucking hypocritical, duplicitous bullshit to pretend this is a free thing. Yeah, it's a free fucking lunch. Everybody should do this free lunch thing because it's just so fucking free and it's so fucking easy and nobody has to clean it up and nobody has to pay a price for it. No one has to suffer for it. I mean, that's another thing. In one of Hythloday's videos, he pointed out how, oh, and you're suffering for the cats, blah, blah, blah. It's not about me suffering. It's about the cat. You know, he like I said, he thinks it's all free. He thinks trapping a feral cat is free. There's no trauma for the cat at all. No, it's like they say, oh, cool, I'm going to go to the vet and have my nuts cut off. It'll be fun. No trauma at all. None of these people have seen a feral cat in a cage. You know, and none of them have seen the process of trying to get that cat out of the cage to give it basic vaccinations and even do the surgery, and just what kind of trauma that is. And I'm just saying it again. Get what you fucking deserve. You're going to defend this fucking bullshit. It should happen to fucking you. The aliens can't be cruel enough. So I hope you get what you fucking deserve, you fucking jackasses. You talk like it's all fucking free. It's not free. Damn it. I hate your fucking guts, you weaselly pieces of shit. These pro-lifers are the most disgusting pieces of crap, especially this pro-natural life bullshit. Fuck you cunts. Fuck anti-natalism, you know, this human-centric bullshit philosophy. Fuck veganism, this fucking goddamn pretentious nonsense that you're solving a fucking problem that exists on this planet that's in any proportion to the real goddamn problem. The fucking gigantic 9 million pound mammoth of nature's torture that you just ignore and pretend it doesn't exist. Fuck you people and that bullshit. Yeah, that's enough. And fuck you, you fuckers with this incessant need to fucking invade my personal life. Fuck you. Ugh.